everyone, this is Hassan from HDFX and welcome to the new video. Now in this video I want to talk about, if I'm pronouncing bad, I'm sorry, but BAJFINANCE or something like this. Okay, so let's start by looking at the weekly chart. Now what I can see here directly is we have a couple of possibilities here, and for me what strikes out is this. It looks like we have some sort of maybe some type of a triangular formation, something like this, or maybe somewhere close like this, okay? And this has definitely ended something here, and this is what it starts. It's either like this, or it's actually something maybe here, what's actually has ignited this move to the upside, okay? So I think one of these points should be the start point of this move. Now, of course, it is easy to think, okay, we have on the bigger degree, let's say like this. So it's easier to think, okay, we have a wave 1 and we have a wave 2 here. And look at where it go. Wave 3. And now we had a wave 4. Okay, and we will have a wave 5. Well, okay, that is a possibility, of course, but look at how much this company valued so much since 2010. It's incredible. Someone who actually put their money to this company with very good money. However, of course, can be. I cannot actually. This is a good idea to put it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and think like this. And what to do here is actually to have a 2 to 4 trend line, and you should. This can be one of the scenarios. One of the scenarios can be like this. Okay, you've put your 2 to 4 trend line here, and you should expect the fifth wave can never come below this, or it cannot pierce it. Okay, this, if you think that the fourth wave is done here, then this is the way to trade this. But you should always think in little bit on terms of market geometry. Okay, what I'm trying to say. Look at the length of first wave, what we call, of course, supposedly first wave. It took something like 4 years. And from 2006 to 2009, for 3 years, we had a second wave. And from here, from 2009 to 2020, it was a third wave. And just to think that the fourth wave is done here like this, just because you had a move down from, well, almost losing more than 50%, but just this much within just time-wise so close, like so small, it may be not true. So even if on the longer time frame you can think like this, it's still, for example, for me it's a big question mark, because market geometry is actually working very well with Elliott waves. Okay, so if we wanna look at this chart closely and see what's going on. So if this is the third wave, so-called third wave, what does this move look like, and are we sure that this is the end of it? So are we sure that this actually ended fourth wave on this degree? Okay, and let's try to find this. Okay, forget about it. Don't need it. Where we are. Okay, sorry. So what we have here. Well, to be honest, this actually does look like a terminal move. Okay, It can be a triangle as well, I agree, but it does, the way it moves, it does look to me like a terminal move. If this is a terminal move, it means that somewhere around here we had an ABC. Okay, so it can be something like this. On one lower degree, for example, we could be looking for something like this. So if we have a wave A here, okay, and with this high here, we can have a wave B, and whatever this, I'm sorry, wave B, and whatever that is started from here can be a wave C. Now, and let's see if this is a zigzag or no. Okay, so take our horizontal right here, and where was this wave A here? So let's see where this B wave retraced to. Okay, it's very important to find out this trace from here to here. Look at 61.8, and where we are is we are below 50, 0.5. So it means that this move has to be a zigzag. Okay, if this is a zigzag, it means that we are on a C wave, and this C wave is actually what we're supposed to think about a terminal move. Okay, it's the perfect place for a terminal move to occur. If you want to know more about terminal moves, where it can happen and that kind of stuff, I made a video actually yesterday explaining the situation. Okay, so if we can find something like this, I will be happy. So on one lower degree this time. Why? Because now we are trying to find the C wave. So if this is wave 1, for example, we have a wave 2, then we have a wave 3 here, and we have a wave 4, then we have a wave 5 here. Okay, and let's make the necessary adjustments, something like this. Good, very good. Now I want you to, now, if it's possible, pause this video here. No, actually not here, but in a little bit while, and try to go back to this video that I will put link down to this video, so you can actually see what it is that it looks like, this terminal move. Okay, now if this is really a terminal move, what does price has to do? That's what's important for us. Okay, now what's important for me here is the following: the price from now on should do something if this is really a terminal move. Now I will do a rectangle shape from here where the C wave has started and where the C wave has finished. Okay, and we should take the fib retrace, no, I'm sorry, fib time zone tool. Okay, we take it from the start to the end, and we take 50% out of it, and we put it here. Okay, so look, now it's a little bit more tricky. Why? Well, if we are right, if this is how it's supposed to be, then in 9 days, price has to go to 4,000. Now look, is it possible? Well, it doesn't look so possible to me. So what does this mean? But look, never say never, okay? Now never say never, but this looks like it is a little bit hard possibility. So what should we do? Should we panic? Or are we wrong instantly? No, we are not. What if this is not the finish? This is not where this wave A ends, but this is where wave ends, and this is where wave B ends. Now it's interesting. Now what if it's like this? Okay, what if we have a C wave that is looking like this? Okay, now then the situation changes a little bit. Why? Because even though I didn't change nothing on the terminal move, I actually did gain a little bit more time. Now, not time, I didn't gain time, but I did gain some, uh, I did gain some some well, the price doesn't have to go as high. Okay, so that is a possibility too. Now, for example, I may be wrong. It can actually be something like this too. So this may be the end of first wave, wave one. Okay, actually, let's change it like this. Now I would think like this too. This makes sense to me too. I will try to do all possibilities here with you guys. So maybe this is wave A, and this is wave B, because this is the highest retracement here. And then we start our wave C, and this is one. No, maybe this is one. Yes, this is one. This is two. This is, we don't have three yet, but this should be very well good place for wave three. This is four. This is five. Let's check something like this. So 2 to 4 trend line here. 1 to 3 like this. And this is the fifth wave. Okay. Now, is this possible? Well, the price has to do something. And before it does something, we should measure the first wave. This is the length of first wave. Okay. We should measure the length of third wave. Remember, third wave cannot be the shortest. This is the third wave. And this is the length of fifth wave. It's what's important now. Now look, in this arrangement, third wave is the shortest. So what to do? Well, this. Now, look what's the problem is here. Now, when you put the fourth wave here and when it did like this, now we have a problem. What is the problem? Well, the problem is the second wave and the fourth wave, when you draw a trend line between each other, 2 to 4 trend line has to be clean. Yes, it can be pierced by parts of fifth wave, but it cannot be pierced by a part of fourth wave itself. Okay, now this is a problem. Now what does this mean? Okay, it means this. This scenario in this arrangement doesn't work. So if we go back, we don't give in, okay? We go back. We think, okay, maybe this is wave A, this is wave B. Now after this wave A here, this should be the wave B. I don't know if you can see good, but if this is the wave A, which comes back first, this is the wave B, and now after this wave B here, we may think this is the wave C, and then I'm sorry, this is the first wave of the wave C. But the problem with this is in terminal moves, usually, no, actually this is part of, it doesn't go enough high. If here's the problem. Can you see this B line? No, it doesn't touch it. Does it touch it? No, it doesn't touch it. Look, it doesn't. Okay, it's good because it didn't go all the way back. I was afraid for a second that it did go back. So, okay, it doesn't do that. So, it means that it can actually be like this. So, we can have a wave 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, same place where it was before, 3 here, 4 here. Good. Because it doesn't touch. If it did touch, then we had a trouble. We couldn't do it. Now, if this is the end of C, so if this is the end of the third wave, I mean the fifth wave, the C wave, well, it means that the price has to do something. For this, we go back again and do the same thing. We take this time, we take half of it, and we project it on the right side. Now, you even have less time. So in 4 days, price has to come here. Okay. Now look, what if it doesn't? But if it doesn't do this, it means that whatever we think here was wrong. Okay. But can it still go upside and whatever we are thinking is wrong? Can it happen? Of course it can happen. What if, okay, let's go back. What if we have something like this? We have a wave A here, a B here, and a C here. Okay. as a zigzag, and then you have an X wave here. And after this X wave, you have, for example, wave A here, a B here, a C here, and then maybe D here, and a E here. Now the situation changed. Why? Because look, this time part of the D wave can touch the B to D trend line. So there is no problem in this. And here I would do something like not from A and E, but a triangle C and E baseline. Now this is a triangle. So what happens here? Well, what does this mean? It means that the price did start after this triangle. Something has ended on this bigger degree, which I do not think it's the fourth wave, but maybe a part of fourth wave. So I can say, for example, wave A on one bigger degree in part of this ABC maybe, but this ABC will actually finish something. What they will finish when it will be over? Like from the previous degree, it will be the fourth wave. Okay, so let's go back to previous degree. So this is what I'm suggesting. This is because how the market is looking. This is only this ABC or something will happen, and that will finish fourth wave. Remember the weekly chart, okay? So if you want to go something like this, if you remember, this was maybe 1, 2, 3, and now we are maybe in a fourth degree. Okay? So let's go back to daily chart. Okay. Now, if this is wave A, then we need a wave B. If this is a wave B, what does it mean? Well, it means something. It means the price has to go 618. So this is the end, and this is the end here. So what you do? Well, you take a fib. You take a fib retracement from here to here. And this is the level to come in the future if this scenario is true. Okay, it doesn't have to go all this way, but it can. What does this look like, by the way? Well, it looks like another zigzag in the making. It does look like something like this. Maybe C wave. And then look, what I want you to understand something very clearly about my videos, okay? Now look, this is only one of the scenarios, yes? And here ABC. Now at this point, no one should tell you this, okay? Now here the price will go like this. No, because why? The market can make anything it wants. It can make C wave here, okay, for example. Then it can come all the way, I'm sorry, wait, I made a mistake. Then it can come all the way back to here, make an X wave. No one can say anything about it. There's no time limit or something. Then it can come all the way like this, come make an A wave, and make a triangle A, B, C, D, E, rising triangle it will do. Not a horizontal contracting one, but a rising contracting one. A triangle like this it will do, and it will finish on top of 618. And there is nothing to do. Well, yes, it is unlikely to have an X wave that goes this much, but it can happen. So don't when you're watching this Elliott wave, guys, please be careful about this. Okay, there are so much stuff the market can do at this moment. Okay, it can make the first zigzag, and after this it can go wild. It can have an X wave, then a triangle. It can do that. It can have an X wave, it can do a flat. It can make it X wave that is like a little bit weird to you, and then it can make another zigzag. It can make a double zigzag. It can make a triple zigzag. So you have so much options. So please don't expect any lies from me, okay? When the market can do this much, it is very hard to be specific about this, okay? Now, when you're trading Elliott waves or when you want to learn about this wave, you have to know that you cannot, for example, wait. You have to wait and see what market is doing, and then you can understand. Am I right or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, what to do? Now, for example, if you want to really know how to trade this B wave, you have to go a little bit on the inside of this wave to understand more. Okay, so thank you so much.